Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
This is not just a season. This is war on the pitch.
Premier League, LaLiga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, you name it.
The legends return, the rookies rise, and the world watches.
From Haaland's hammer to Vinicius' samba, sleek like Yamal, smooth as Palma. The stars are ready. Are you?
But it's not just football. We've got the NBA Slam Dunk Theater.
Irving back to James! Oh, he throws it down!
Tennis Grand Slam Magic. Formula One's high-speed ballet. And the Olympics just over the horizon.
Andre de Grasse once again proves he is the...
Every kick, every shot, every lap, every leap, if it makes hearts race, it's here.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Scratch that. Every single day.
Pre-match banter, post-match fire, the tears, the drama, the triumph, all right here.
Miss this, and you might as well miss the final whistle of life.
This is iSPORTS, where the game never sleeps. Welcome to the debuting episode of iSPORTS, where the game never sleeps. We are bringing you the biggest of stories, jaw-dropping goals, and the fiercest of rivalries from the world of football. From the fast-paced Premier League to the tactical chess matches of Serie A, we've got every angle covered. By the way, I'm Yugmje, and I'll be doing this with
AB Manuel.
we just saw the Premier League matches with action that took place last night, as well as the La Liga, 2 matches that took place in the La Liga, plus the Ligue 1 that took place. Can you run us through the line of matches that took place last night?
All right, so yeah, Liverpool hosted Bournemouth in Anfield. That was a perfect opener for the season. Lots of action, brilliant goals, and everything you could look forward to in a wonderful opener for a perfect season, I should say, that we will be experiencing very soon as we gear up to embrace.
But not to cut you short. From the Ghanaian perspective, we could also see that there were 2 goals from Semenyo as well, which was a very, very, very huge milestone as a Ghanaian. I mean, towards our preparation towards the World Cup, we should be able to celebrate such a huge milestone from a Ghanaian. Okay. And the other matches too, can you take us through?
Yeah, I think Villarreal won 2-0 in the Spanish La Liga. Even though we didn't see Thomas Partey feature, but
he came on later in the game.
Okay, he came on later.
Yeah.
It's second minute, but it was a good win for Villarreal too, and a good start for the season. And also in France, in the French league, Olympique Marseille, played against Rennes, and Rennes was able to win at the very tail end of the game. They were 1 man down, but they still managed to secure a very surprising win over Olympique Marseille.
All right. So now we have to delve into the tactical pace or the tactical side of the whole Liverpool game. I mean, and it's not said earlier that this season was going to be a very, very different season, because getting to the tail end of the season, people were able to figure out all the tactics that he was using. So he said that this season we are going to see a different Liverpool, and we could clearly see that, because I could see that once we know the game ended 4-2, right, and we could see that towards the end of the game, the 4-back system of Liverpool changed into a 3-back system where Endo Wataru, who replaced Jeremy Frimpong, moved into the midfield. Okay, then they had a 3-4-3 where they could get a lot of players in attack. So that that led to the third and fourth goal. So I could see that Ancelotti has really adapted to the Premier League. I mean, obviously last season it was his debut season though, but we could see that he really gave us something we should write home about. But today too, he also did it thing again. I mean, who doubted Liverpool's prowess? I mean, in the league, right?
Yeah. So yeah, and also the game, yeah, as we said earlier on, the game ended 4-2 in favor of Liverpool. Earlier in the game, it looked like Bournemouth was in the game too before Hugo Ekitike opened the scoring at the 37th minute. So that means he had a debut goal, and that was a wonderful start. It's a good start for a new signing like him. Milos Kerkez was featured in the match, as likewise Jeremy Frimpong, and yeah, so there were new signings and they did quite well.
I mean, for from the viewer point of view or from the spectator point of view, I mean that's what you want from your striker. Your striker firing up once the jersey is on him and he starts playing, because I mean that's his confidence booster. Because once you get your goal in your debut, I mean it makes everything click for you. I mean we can see some players giving us 007, 008,
007.
Yeah, you get me. So once a striker just comes in and starts giving his best, I mean, you as a coach, you feel relaxed in the first place, and you as a fan, you also become happy that your striker is firing, because they bought him for huge sums, and you are supposed to live up to this whole expectations. You get me? But I mean, a lot of fans were really complaining about Salah being selfish on the pitch. I mean, can you throw a little light on that side for us?
Yeah, for Salah, he had a few chances he could have at least squared to his teammates to be able to finish up. But you know, Salah, he wanted to start the season on a good note, just get his numbers up and running, and also try to, as usual, compete for the golden boot. But this time around, he couldn't get a goal or even an assist. Hugo, on the other side, had a goal and an assist.
I mean, for a point of Salah got the last goal. So I mean, so Salah was able to score the last. I mean, but earlier in the game, he was really trying to score the goal. But I mean, the goal then should come naturally. You get me? So you shouldn't fall as a football player or as a player. You should know that your time will come, or when you to your positioning, your time will come. You get me? So I mean, for Salah, I thought that he was going to score. I knew he was going to score. Anytime goal scorer, I knew that he was going to score, but the time he was trying to rush the whole pace and stuff because the time was taking. I mean, his goal came later in the day. I think at the 90, after the 90th minute, right? So once he's able to get the goal, then his season kickstarts, because once the goal doesn't come there, it means Salah is not going to have a good season. So I mean, that's good. That's good for him to get the goal. Gakpo got a goal in the match. Federico Chiesa came off the bench and got the goal as well. Then Salah just put the icing on the cake with giving them the 4-2 win, right? So let's watch the highlights right now and get back.
He wasn't going to let this one pass without him having his moment.
Okay, that was an amazing performance from Liverpool last night. I mean, no doubt. No one doubted Liverpool's prowess in this game.
Yeah,
because obviously you could see that Bournemouth, they've sold a lot of players, right? Kerkez left, Zabani left, a whole lot of players, a couple of the players left the team. So I mean, obviously they will feel the effect either now or later in the season, right?
Yeah, sure. But at a point, they were like coming into the game when Semenyo was able to pull up 2 goals to help them square the score line. You see, they were coming into the game, but Liverpool, as we all know, a very strong side, did what they always do best. That is to just fire up, or with all guns blazing, started scoring goals, and yeah, they ended 4-2 in favor of Liverpool. And one thing that we noticed is that earlier in the game, around the 29th minute, Semenyo, I think, was very close to the touchline, was about to, I think, throw in a ball or so. Then there was one Liverpool fan in a wheelchair. Apparently, he passed a racist comment, which Semenyo himself heard, and just moved to Anthony Taylor, the referee of the match, then reported.
I mean that's very bad, because in the Premier League to date, now in the Premier League, who still does racism? I mean, be conscious of what you are doing, because you are in a wheelchair. I mean, no one has stigmatized you or anything like that, and you want to racially abuse someone. I mean, that's very bad. You get me? So I think these fans who do still racial abuse should be able to stop this, because it will really affect the Premier League going forward, because they have this whole logo that they have no room for racism logo that they use more often, and you want to still temper with that. That's very bad. I think they should just go through the right procedures and just try and sanction the individual. You get me? Because you can't just do this and go scot-free, so that to deter other people from doing that. I mean, overall, how do you see the performance of the Bournemouth team? I mean, coming into the new season.
All right, Bournemouth. Okay, at a point, this, as I said in the beginning, they were coming in the game. Liverpool hadn't gotten a goal yet, so it looked like, oh, Bournemouth was still up to something until the 31st minute that Liverpool got their opener. Semenyo, as we said earlier, did very well, got 2 goals, and was able to bring Bournemouth back into the game. And I think for the Bournemouth side, he was the best man on the pitch. He did excellently well.
So arguably, do you think he's your man of the match?
For the man of the match, okay, yeah, I think it's because they lost with quite a heavy margin, 4-2. So it'll be difficult to pick a man of the match from the losing side, like in such a match.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he was one of the best players on the pitch, and as you know, he's a very good player. So I expect to see more of the same going forward.
All right. So now, if you look at the goal scoring chart, we can see that. So now there's Antoine Semenyo leads the goal chart with 2 goals. Then we have Hugo Ekitike with 1 goal and 1 assist. Then Cody Gakpo with 1 goal. Then Salah with 1 goal as well. Okay. Then Federico Chiesa too with 1 goal as well. So I think this Liverpool side is really geared. They are really geared, I mean, for the upcoming season. Clearly, right? So let's just delve into the
Spanish League.
Spanish
so
League.
Villarreal was able to get a 2-0 win. Was a good win for them, and I think Girona lost.
Yeah, I can't simply pinpoint the whole problem here with Girona, because last season they really performed abysmally. Because last 2 seasons they were in the top 4. They usually qualified. They qualified for the Champions League last 2 seasons, right? But last season and this season, I mean, this is just the beginning, but we can't just write them off. But their performances so far hasn't been really great. After they sold all those players from last 2 seasons, where they were, I think, 10 or so, right? So I think these teams should, know how to sell. I mean, their succession plans should be very, very on point. You get me? Because if you sell your players, you should be rest assured that you are replacing them with top quality. You get me? So you should be able to replace them with these top qualities. Otherwise, your team will just go backward. You get me? But I mean, the 3-1 defeat was very, very appalling. I mean, a first game and you lost 3-1 at home. I mean, it was very, very, very bad.
They also had a red card in the first half. Getting to the end of the first half, it was unfortunate on their side. They had a red card, which made them weaker. So Rayo, Vallecano on the other side just had to capitalize on their chances. And
for sure.
The game ended in a 3-1 win for Rayo. Yeah, for them it's a good win. So for
Villarreal and Real Oviedo, I mean, Thomas Partey came in, and I mean, his performance, we know the quality Thomas Partey possesses. Right? When it's on the pitch, the things he do, I mean, his body fainting and all that, I mean, he's very, very, very top notch. I mean, we can't just overlook quality. Again, I mean, when he came in, you could see his quality, and obviously Villarreal deserved to win the game by a 2-goal margin. I mean, that was a very good performance. I mean, Nicolas Pepe and all their crew, I mean, they all performed very, very well. And I think we should just anticipate Villarreal to be a very, 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 very good team. I mean, a very big force to reckon with in this upcoming season. Right.
So for Thomas, I'm just hoping the court cases and charges hanging around his neck won't really affect him and his performance. I'm just hoping he'll be able to come out from that and get back into form, just deliver, and also progress in his career. It will be very good for him and also for the national team as well.
For sure. The World Cup, eye on the World Cup.
The World Cup is just around the corner.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's move on to the Ligue 1, the French Ligue 1, where Olympique Marseille met Stade Rennais, and Stade Rennais won the game by a goal to 0 with still a man down. I mean, how is that possible? How is that possible?
that match was.
I mean, this
was a
really
surprising
caused
one.
a huge damage to this investment
Yeah.
because I mean, over 1.5, Marcel over 0.5. Oh,
Yeah,
Charlie.
sure. That match was it was a very surprising win because we all thought Marseille was the stronger side. Going into the game, we thought at least with players like Greenwood, they will be able to be getting their goals and even win by maybe a wider margin or so.
Yeah, for sure.
But Rennes was also a strong side. Even with a man down, they still were able to push hard and also get a win in the latter stages of the match, 90+1. Yeah. Very late in the game, they got a goal, and even they almost doubled their lead.
For sure,
but
for sure.
Unfortunately, the chance was missed. But it was a good performance for Rennes. They just pulled up and delivered.
Yeah. I mean, Greenwood. We couldn't see Greenwood in the whole game. I mean, he was missing. I mean, Greenwood from the preseason firing. I mean, Aubameyang, their new signings, Greenwood, Aubameyang, and all those people. I mean, we couldn't see them perform.
Yeah, we even anticipated Aubameyang getting the goal.
Yes,
yeah.
But I mean, we never know what happens in the game. I mean, it's full of uncertainty. That's why we love this game, right? Yeah. So let's move on to the fixtures for today. The fixtures for today. I mean, the Premier League, right? So sure. Can you just take us through this?
All right. So with the Premier League, there's lots of action. Lots of action in the league, as we all know, because tomorrow on Saturday, lots of matches on Saturday. 12:30. Yeah, I don't know whether this is UK time or
UK time. Yeah. So it will start 11:30.
So the first match for Saturday, Aston Villa and Newcastle. That will be one to watch. Aston Villa will play Newcastle later in the day. Brighton will play Fulham. Nottingham Forest will play Brentford. Sunderland will host West Ham. Spurs will host Burnley at the Tottenham Stadium. Wolves will welcome Manchester City. And on Sunday, Chelsea the Blues will host Crystal Palace at the Stamford Bridge. Man United will host Arsenal in a very much anticipated game that will come off at their stadium, the Old Trafford. And also on Monday, the last match for the match week, Leeds will host Everton on a Monday night match.
I mean, this is the Premier League. This is what we've been waiting for. The most anticipated league. The league or the match I'm waiting to see, or I want to see, is Manchester United versus Arsenal. Manchester United versus Arsenal. So I think Manchester United, we have made a lot of signings. I mean, that's my team. That's the team I prefer, right? We've made a lot of signings. We've made Mbeumo, Cunha, Sesko. I mean, we want to show something this coming season. I've already predicted that Manchester United is going to win the league this season. So you guys should watch out, right?
From 15 to the league champions. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
I have my predictions for this season. I think for this season, I think Manchester United is going to win the league. The best player of the season is going to be Mbeumo. Young player of the season is going to be Kobe Mainoo. Then, so the player of the season, I think everything is going to come from Manchester United is winning everything this season. Okay, yes.
For me, my top four will go like this. I have Chelsea at the champions spot, and I'll have Liverpool in second place, City in third, Arsenal in fourth, then Tottenham in fifth, then Man U. I'm just hoping they may be able to climb up to the top half of the table, maybe get a 9th or 10th position. I think.
How can you tell me the story?
Just maybe.
Manchester United is winning the league, inshallah, with God on our side, right? Okay, so do you have any predictions for us? So Aston Villa, Newcastle. Do you have any predictions for us?
For Aston Villa, Newcastle, I'm looking at very high goal scoring match.
Okay.
Because even though without Isak, definitely Isak, I think, will not feature in this match because of his issues with the coach and with Newcastle. He wants to leave and start.
Okay.
But on the other side, Aston Villa too quite a good team. Watkins has been scoring during the preseason, so I'm expecting a very high scoring match.
So as an investor, you go for over 1.5.
Well, I'm
over 2.5.
As I said, I can't promise anybody anything.
Yes,
I'm just expecting a very high scoring match.
All right. So as an investor, you can go for over 1.5. Okay. So Brighton, Fulham, what do you think?
Okay, for Brighton and Fulham, Brighton, as you know, a very good side,
yeah.
as well as Fulham though. But I think maybe Brighton will have the edge over Fulham. They are playing at home at the MX Stadium too. So yeah,
Right.
I'm
So
expecting them to kick off their season
Brighton win
with a good note.
All right. Then Forest Brentford.
Forest Brentford. Brentford just shipped off Mbeumo to Manchester United. I don't know how Wester's negotiation rumors too are going now, but Nottingham Forest, I think they will have the edge over Brentford. They are playing home, and Nottingham Forest last season were good at some point. They have good players and young players who want to showcase their talent. Even though they've just offloaded Elanga to Newcastle, though, but still they have I still think they have the players to pull up a win.
Okay. So for Spurs, Burnley. We have Wolves and Man City. I think both games are going to be goal scoring matches.
Yeah, for Spurs and Burnley, I think Burnley, a newly promoted side, they may want to at least get start on
I mean, the players signed. They've signed Kawaka. They've signed a few players. They've signed a few players that I think they can pull up a surprise. But
I don't think they can match up with Tottenham. Tottenham now have the star boy Mohamed.
Okay, from the Ghanaian point of view, you feel like it's a blessing. Yes. It's a blessing for him to.
If you look at the Super Cup final, he was
among the best players on the pitch. Yeah, for sure.
So I think he will be a very positive. He will have a very positive impact on the Tottenham side.
Okay,
players like Johnson, I expect them to also
show up on the day. Okay.
Do
All right, let's go to the Sunday games. Right, you have Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Manchester United,
Arsenal. Yeah. Arsenal. Two top games on a very fine Sunday afternoon. Yeah. So for Chelsea's match, I expect for Chelsea to win like 4 goals to 1.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for that particular game,
more goals.
I'm
expecting João Pedro.
I mean, you can't just be speaking as a Chelsea fan. You can't just be
firing here and there.
Wait, right? You can't be speaking as a Chelsea fan, right? Because you can see the performance Crystal Palace showcased in the Community Shield. I mean, nobody expected them to just pull this shock comeback against Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
and they were able to do it. So I mean, you should cut them and some slack, or you should give them some credit that probably they might show something in this game, because now you can see Matata is up and firing. You can see Eze. Okay, you can see a few of them. You can see Adam Water, their keeper. What's his name? Dean Henderson. I mean, brilliant goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how these Chelsea forwards are going to get past him, because that guy is something else.
World champion.
It's something else, right?
World champion.
All right, so let's move on to the most anticipated match of the weekend: Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Yeah, tough one. For this match, I cannot predict the winner, because I've not seen Arsenal do that well in the preseason. They have new signings. They've lost.
I can predict.
They've lost Thomas Partey.
Okay.
So I don't know how they were
Thomas
going to play.
Partey, Jorginho. They've lost a couple of players. Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and those are your controllers in your midfield. So if you like these players, how? Ateta, tell me how. So I'm thinking Manchester United is going to win 2 goals. We're going to win by 2 goals. So it's going to be like a 4-2 or a 3 or a 3-1, I think, or a 2-0. Because Arsenal, I'm not sure they can, because per the preseason and things we are doing, Manchester United and Sesko and Højlund and Mbeumo and Cunha and Bruno, they are dead.
And Onana, whom I expect to concede or ship in like 3 or 4 goals.
Onana will be the pool. I'm telling. What's his name? I'll quote that. Onana, not in the pool. I'm on him. Onana out of the pool.
If Onana is not in the pool, who will be in the pool?
Bayende. He's going to be in the pool.
He'll be shipping in 4 or 5 as well.
So all right. So let's move straight to the La Liga games.
There's one last matchup on Monday night. It will be Leeds versus Everton. Yeah. So Leeds versus Everton on a Monday night matchup. Yeah. So now let's move to the La Liga matchup. So yeah. La Liga, we have Girona versus Rayo Vallecano.
This match took place
yes, they were
last night, right?
Yes,
so let's move from the Mallorca.
So Villarreal also has played and won that game. So Mallorca and FC Barcelona will be playing I think in the evening. Deportivo Alaves versus Levante, and Valencia versus Real Sociedad, Celta Vigo versus Getafe. Athletic Club versus Sevilla, and also Espanyol versus Atletico de Madrid, Elche versus Real Betis, and Real Madrid versus Osasuna in the night. Yeah,
All right.
the last match of the day.
Right. So let's move on to all right. So just give me a quick glimpse on the Mallorca Barcelona game, as well as Atletico Madrid Espanyol. Then the last game of the night.
Okay,
Real Madrid
for Barcelona's game, I expect them to just, it's an away game too. I expect them to just pull up and do their thing. Just start the season on a good note. You know, they know their rivals.
The Lamine Yamal
will
and
be
the
watching
Marquinhos
them.
and the Rashfords.
Yes. Step up.
I mean, I can't wait.
I'm just hoping that Rashford gets a good game. He has already started attracting some kind of bashing and stuff because of one or two misses. But I'm just hoping, yeah, he'll get a good game, a good season, so that the Manchester United lost something.
Oh, from the Manchester point of view, I feel like Rashford should perform so that they can buy him, right? I mean, because the salary and things is too huge for us to handle. So once he performs, then Barca buys him. We are good to go, right?
I hope he does well so that
all right. So let's move on to
big.
Atletico Madrid Espanyol game. So can you
Atletico Espanyol, yeah, an away game too for Atletico de Madrid, but I favor them to be the favorites. So okay. I'm hoping they deliver.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So and lastly, Real Madrid will play at home. Yes, just as I said, Barca will be watching them too, as they'll be watching Barca.
All right.
So yeah.
So a win for Madrid,
yeah.
a win for Barcelona, and a win for Atletico. So the investors, sure. I mean, this is where you pick your odds. This is where you pick your analysis. This is where you pick your ideas. Okay. All right. So some of the leagues haven't started yet. Okay. Some of the leagues haven't started yet. So once they start, we'll give you the update on it. Let's talk a little transfer news that's going on around Europe, right? Let's talk a little transfer news, right? So we still have Manchester United still have Garnacho and Sancho and Tyrone Malacia and some players, some bomb squad they can't sell. I feel like Manchester United are not doing well at marketing their players because these players
they just need to learn from Chelsea. That's all.
Okay, that's a great example because they know how to market these players. Because Sancho isn't a bad player, Garnacho isn't a bad player, but their way of marketing these players are really bad. So I feel like they should really try and market them well. Okay, all right. And recently too, Madrid revealed Franco Masantuano at their stadium, and I think he's going to be a really good addition to their side. But what do you think about Rodrigo's state at Real Madrid?
Rodrigo, will he be staying or?
As of now, it's really uncertain because the coach is saying probably he might not need him. He's saying, Pepe, the whole setup, I can't pinpoint where Rodrigo is going to play. You get me? So, it's making the whole situation very dicey. Okay. All right. So, we can also move on to
okay, so yeah, and also there has been little changes in the leagues, especially in the Premier League. Now, as a goalkeeper, you can only handle the ball for 8 seconds max. When you handle the ball, you keep the ball for more than 8 seconds, the referee will punish you for that. And right now, we won't be seeing the rainbow laces again for now because right now there's been a new directive. So now the Premier League captains will be having their league branded captain armbands on their hands now. They won't be having that rainbow laces again. Yeah. So
I feel like that's a new way of rebranding the whole Premier League. The rainbow laces were some of these players weren't very, very comfortable with these laces, so they had to do a ballot, and they saw that these captains said, "Oh, these laces shouldn't be worn." Okay, so now they've removed it, and the whole bit of the keeper holding the ball, I feel like it's going to really affect a lot of teams that do this delay because some teams once they score one, the keeper can hold the ball for God knows how long, right? So I feel like this is going to really, really help, right? All right. So your final words for the viewers, so that we wrap up.
For me, I think this season is going to be exciting.
All right.
Across all the leagues, I'm expecting good matchups, good performances, very, very, very good a good performance from upcoming players, up and coming youngsters. I'm expecting the experienced ones who bring on board their experiences. Expecting a whole lot of tactical tweaks and stuff from coaches, and I'm expecting that robust and fiery action from the Premier League as always. Yeah,
all right,
a very good season.
Okay.
I hope.
So we also have our fantasy Premier League that we do, right? There are a lot of amazing gifts. Okay.
Yeah,
so
sure.
the link will be in the description below,
Sure.
with the flyer as well, which is an image.
Yeah,
Will be in
with the league codes.
Yes.
We
So
will have the
once-
fantasy league, we are in head to head, and we also have the fantasy challenge, the 5-a-side challenge that you can just select. Every season, every week comes with its own rules and exciting challenges. You can just join our league, create your team, then we just hit it up and running and enjoy it together, win some amazing prizes, and also have fun.
All right. So this has been an exciting episode of iSports, and I'm Benkunyami. I've been doing this with
If you man know, Charlie, join us on our next one. Out.